Hey, man, we got a Club Car Precedent here. And what we're going to do is we're going to put a lithium battery in it. We already took the batteries out. So now we're going to install a lithium battery. And the first thing you want to do is take your rocker panels off. Look on the side here, you got a T40 bolt there, T40 bolt there. Once you get it off, you just pull on it like this, and it comes off. All right. And go ahead and take her off. Pull on it. On the back, you just push it. Just pull like that too. All right. You're gonna do the same thing over here to that side. You take rocker panel off. All right, now we got that off. Then next thing you want to do is, now that you have the batteries out of the way, you want to go ahead and do away with your charging port, because you're going to put a USB port, not a USB port. You're going to put a port where you plug your charger into the car itself. So what you want to do is back up something. That's good there. So what you want to do is, on yours now, you'll have this on here. No, all right, not in there. All right, so what you want to do here, give me a flat screwdriver. So what you're going to do on this here. All right, you want to take it, stick your screwdriver in here and pry out like this. Just pry out and pop that out. All right. And then you have to take your, he's already took these out, but you got your bolts here, which is T25. There, over there, and then the front. Take the floorboard up. Now this here, you want to take the floorboard, roll it back like this. You pull it out like that. Floorboard's up. Now the reason why we're doing that, if you look over here, there's a channel. Show them the channel. The channel right, no, the other channel. The one you just at, son. Yeah, the channel right there. Your channel's right here. This is your channel where your wires run through for your meter. All right. And that's why we take the floorboard up, because we have to run that channel. All right. So then what we're going to do is pull this up here. Under here, there's 3 T40 bolts. All right. He's already taken them out. So when you take them out, you take and pull up on the body like this. Push down on this here. That's out the car. Now inside of this here will stay on the car with 3 screws. You can see there he's already took this out too. It's got 3 screws in here. The screws like that. And the Phillips head screws. Here you go. All right. And then once you get that out, you want to take off your access panel here for your batteries. All right, take it off. Just pull it forward.
There's normally one
a T40 there. All right, so now we're going to pull this down, and what we're doing here is we're going to unbolt the charging receptacle. Now, this is what I do now. When I do a lithium, I run my charging wires back to the solenoid and the controller where they have the other wires at prematurely, where they have the old charging receptacle at, because I think it looks more clean. So you can see here, you got your red wire off your charging receptacle is your red, which goes to the positive on the solenoid. Take that out. 13 millimeter. Use the closed end, son.
This one's a 1/2 inch.
Half inch, 13, or same thing almost. All right, now so he's got the nut off. It's got a lock washer and a nut. Now we're not going to tighten the nut back up. We're just going to stick it on, because we're going to put the charging wire there. And the way the charging wire goes, it goes on the main positive, which pretty much goes to the main positive on the battery. All right, and then we're going to take the black wire off, B negative on the controller. Bypass the computer, you hook the blue and the white wire together on the harness side, and you bypass the computer. All right. This is 13 millimeter. And all we're doing here is breaking loose the for the charging port. All right, and now he has that. Now we have to get this wire here off, which is going to be this red charging wire here, which is in a zip tie. We got to cut a zip tie. And then you got your blue wire here, which is actually your ground. This is your ground for your charger to come on. But we're doing away with that. So you cut the zip tie now. Now the zip tie's cut. Now we're ready to pull it out. You just pull the receptacle out of there. All right, receptacle's out of there. Go ahead and get everything ready. So now we're going to take off the dash. Let's go up a little bit. Go up a little bit. Just a little bit. All right, we're going to take the dash off. And on here we have, you have two T30s, one on each side. And one there where he's at, then you got a T15 at the top. How many thing? But you can make a 25 or a 27 work. You just got to hold it at an angle and catch a corner. Like that. So take these off with a T30. All right, now you're going to take the one on top. What size is that one? 15?
Yeah.
All right. So you need T30, T15. Well, there, it's already got a gauge in it. Now it already has a meter in there. So we're going to go ahead and take that out. All right, so we're taking the meter off.
That was wrong.
It's a 5/16. Have this out, this off. We're going to open the battery up, open this stuff up. But first, I want to give a shout out to my members, man. Danny Crabtree, Rafael Moreno, Hoshang Zadati, Mia MD, Kenneth Curry, Carl Zirk, David Russell, Tommy Hall, Bud Light Ninja, Brandon Crespo, Jim, Jason, Kimberly, Abner, and CDK, man. There's a bunch more, man. I can't remember you. That's just somebody I remember. I'm going to give a shout out to you, man, for becoming a member. I appreciate it. What we're going to do now is open this up. And the first thing we're going to do is get the charging wires out. And then we're going to wire the charging wires to the, what it comes with. You got your knee pad. I like that. It comes with a heavy duty solenoid. The hardware, which is the receptacle you plug into to your drop cord. The solenoid we're not going to change out, man. That's only if we're doing like a motor swap out. Just put that up. The converter, you don't have, he's getting a sound bar. We're going to need a converter. We're going to have one there, put that up. You got your wires here. Your lighted drop cord, so in case you have power at your house, I like that because a lot of people come in here and they have no power on the cord because the breaker's tripped. Well, this is a lighted drop cord where you can tell if it's got power or not. Then you got your battery strap. Then you got your stated charge meter. All right, then we have the mounting brackets with the hardware. All right, Jerry, what's in there next? What's the next thing we got?
The charger?
Yep, that's your charger. Yep, your charger. Yeah, we'll put that right here. Then we got the battery. Right outside there, son. Right outside there. Now, I like this crate, man, because if you want to use, you can unscrew this here or nail it and use that crate to put stuff in. But all right, now the first thing we're going to do is, where's the, right here. Inside your charger here, we have the DC power cord. Your charger cord now, your charger wires are made onto the charger itself. The wires are made onto it. There's no more of a big plug or nothing like that. So what I started doing is, instead of taking this here, running it to the battery, man, and you have more wires that look like crap, really, I've taken it and started running it back here under the cover back to where the old charger plug was. All right. So instead of you having this hooked to the battery, which just creates more junk, you hide it back here where nobody can never see nothing. Just a little more professional, I think. So we're going to take the red, put it on the solenoid, and you put it on the battery side of the solenoid, the same place you took the receptacle off earlier. All right, Jerry, put that on the main negative on the controller. We'll take this here and tighten this back on. He's putting it now on yours. What all wires you got on that over there?
Just the black main negative.
All right, so over there you have the main negative going to the battery, and you have the wire coming from the charging ports. What's under there? Come on, there. And what I'm gonna do here, he said main negative, he's right. This goes to your battery negative. All right, when you tighten this up, make sure you don't twist the other wire. All right, we're gonna tighten them up now. And same thing on the solenoid, you make sure the solenoid don't hit another wire. Let's see who's faster, a wrench or a ratchet. What's that ratchet there?
Get the ratchet.
Yeah, I know, right? I'm working backhanded too. I'm working left-handed. So what I'm gonna twist this, man. I'm trying to tuck this in there so it ain't hard to get back on. Because if you have this wire standing up, hold the cover some, please. All right. You always take your hand, always check it, make sure you're both tight. See that? Even though it looks tight, it ain't tight. You always check anything you tighten up, make sure it's correct. Now take your wire, hold like this, loosen it up. We'll take and spin it, something like that. Spin it where it's like that. All right, and we'll always check it. Let's check and see. There you go. All right. Is that there? That was good. I'm glad he did that because it shows everybody always double check. Always double check what you do, man. Trust me, stuff happens. All right, let me get right there, Jerry. So we're going outside over there. So what we do now? We're gonna put this on here. All right. So what we're gonna do now? We're gonna plug back in the cam port. But once you tighten that up, automatically just plug this back in. Because if you don't, whenever you go to, if you got a handheld tool, when you plug your handheld tool into the dash, oh look at that, man. That's some keychains I'm selling right there on my store.
Don't call whisper.
Yeah. All right, on my fourth wall store. All right. But if y'all want to, man, become a member of my channel, man. I appreciate the support. You can become a member, get early access to all my videos. I have over about 60 videos scheduled that y'all can get early access to. Or you want to, man, hit that like and subscribe button. All right, we're going to take this here, set it back in here, make sure the wires go in this hole here. What's hitting over there to your side?
Don't see it hitting anything.
There it goes. All right. Now we got a bolt here, T40 bolt. All right, now we got the T40 here. We're going to tighten it up. Tighten it up, son. Now remember, it's going into plastic, so don't he-man it where you want to break it. All right. That looks good. Now you can see here, look, if you look at this here. Now imagine this right here, this charger cord here. That going to the battery now is going here. You tuck this behind you, tuck the cord behind your charger. You tuck it like that there. And look, it just looks good, man. It looks more professional, better off, ready to go. All right, now the next thing we're going to do is do our mounting brackets. Get here and cut this loose here. And I'm going to show you what I'm doing this for. Now, hey. 0.2 volt, 105 amp hour, 35 to 40 miles range, and you always put it on charge, all right? The motto The motto battery is always be charging, ABC. And when I say ABC, I don't mean the ABC liquor store, because we don't condone drinking on this channel. All right, here we go. Now we're going to take this here. We're going to measure center of the bolt. And you look at about 21 and an eighth. All right. So then we're going to go over here to our brackets, which are right here. And we're going to measure. Oh, in the back pocket.
Right.
So we'll measure 20, 21, and you got to turn that bracket around. And give me 21 and an eighth. All right, so now this is a slim fit battery. It's not really designed for this cart here. It's designed for easy go TXT 48 volt or 36. What we're going to do is get the dremel tool. What we're going to do, 21, right there on the wall. Son, hand me that, please. All right. So we'll take this here and cut out. Now the way it works with the slim fit battery on the Precedent is you're going to have to take it and cut this out here to allow the harness to drop down. Then you shave all this off. All right, hold this up, Mr. Go over here, son. All right, the harness go down now. All right, now you can see there now the harness is down farther. So when you set the battery on the bracket, it won't hurt nothing. What else hitting in there? Put the pieces in there. Yeah, that's perfect. All right, hold this up and cut this. Now you're going to cut all this here flush. You got to cut it flush because the bracket sits flush. So let's cut it. He's asking, why can't we just leave it there and go over here? Because in order to get 21, this has got to go like this. And so if you put that like that, then you put this bracket like this. This is way lower here, so the battery going to sit crooked. So that's a good question. I wouldn't expect you to ask that, but that's a good question. All right, over here. All right, so I got this here. I got to cut down a little more notch here. All right, let's see what it does now. Like a champ. First, we screw in on the passenger side. You can screw these into the frame. What we're going to do first now, before we do all that, we're going to actually go ahead and mount the battery gauge and go ahead and get all the wires ran. So we got to get a battery gauge here. Right here, state of charge. All right, Mr. Wells, you want to run this? Here, go ahead and run this. We're going to do all the wires first.
It's going to look like up close.
There you got the battery gauge here. Little wing nut here. There you go, son, your wing nut and bracket. And you see here, we're going to take it, undo this here. All right, put that in there. And the harness here, what we're going to do on the harness, we're going to take it. There, you put it in the hole there. Make sure it's straight. And remember now, hit that subscribe, hit that like button for me. But the main thing is always be charging, man. Anytime because it works is anytime you put it on charge, when it reaches 100% charge, it actually resets the battery gauge. So you have to make sure when you charge it, it's charged to 100%.
Always be charging.
Yep. And the reason why they do that for, as far as having you recharge it, because if you think about it, if their battery wears down over, say in 5 years, the battery percentage, of course, everything wears down over time, just like when you get. So now you see putting the gauge, you got it straight. The piece of plastic is on the lens. We leave it there and let the customer take it off the way they see it.
Turn around and show them how you got it mounted.
But like I was telling you though, man, the reason why they.
Move your hand.
Now you can see there you got it mounted, a wing nut, harness goes away with the other harness. But the reason I was saying about the state of charge meter, because over time the battery loses. The battery just gets older over time, man. About like us, you wear down, you can't get up as easy. What a battery loses is So when the charge gauge resets to 100% in 5 years, of course the battery is not going to be as good as it is today. So 100% then will be 100% of the capacity of the battery at that time, and that's why it resets, which is pretty smart, man, if you think about it. So even though it shows 100%, if you really think about it, it's only probably 50% 5 years ago, but it's 100% at that time. So we're going to take this here, run it in here like that, and pull it out. That's all you need, son. That's all you need. Now he's gonna run that, and you can see it run down the channel. Now what I'm gonna do is take all this extra slack right here and tuck all this away. And where I'm gonna hide it at is gonna be in here. Because when you put this back on, it sandwiches this, and therefore the harness is hidden. So I'm gonna take it like this, put it in there. And then I'll take a zip tie it together. So that's plenty there. Now where zip ties at, fellas? All right, so
Double check, yes, ma'am.
Here, all I see is shape of line.
all right, let's see, 21/8.
The 1/8 will be right there.
That's close enough. All right, so that's good. All right, take your socket off. Now we're gonna take the harness.
Underneath the bucket.
If you put it under the battery, you'd have to cut this out to run a harness here. So I'm just gonna tuck it under this bracket like this. All right, now we're gonna take a drill bit and bolt it down. All right, now we're gonna drill a hole here. I'm gonna drill a hole here. 5/16. All right, Jerry, where's the stainless steel bolts that to come with it?
On the back of the collet.
What we're going to do is take it, and I'm going to go under the car and have him stick a bolt in the hole, and I'm going to take the Dremel tool and notch out it's like a honeycomb effect under the cart. And I'm going to go under there and cut it out. All right, Jay, I go in and stick a bolt in the hole. All right, take it out.
Just hang over there to show the camera.
And keep moving. How many bolts? How many nuts? How many washer nuts? And take out the self threaders and put the bolt in. Now what we're going to do, we're going to put the stainless steel bolt with the flat washer, then a lock washer, then a nut under here. Might find a flat washer. Which one you got in, son? All right. Sound like he's singing he's a heavy metal band over there.
ZZ Top.
Yesterday, man, we had a member of ZZ Top, man, come through here. Not the main one, but hey, man, it's all good. The main thing, man, if you see one of them guys out in public, man, I mean, don't treat them like they're Jesus. All right, put your other bolt in, son. Wait on you.
I got to take that route first.
But if you meet them guys out in public, man, they're just normal people. Man, they want to enjoy life just like you and I do.
He mind readers though.
Oh yeah, he did do that. He showed us a picture of him and walked out. All right, I'm gonna need a 13. What's that? 13 wrench.
I got magic in the back of me.
Well, just still have me a wrench. All right. So what I did here, if you look at the bolt, right here, if you put it inside one of these honeycombs here, man, don't trust me, man. I wasted so much time doing this. Don't waste your time trying to get your hand up in the hole there, trying to tighten it up. Just take it and cut all this out, man, so the washer sits flat like I did there. All right, I cut all that out because if not, man, it's a pain in the butt. You waste all the time, which means they got too much oil in it and it's blowing it out, it's building up too much pressure. All right, ready? Which one you on?
He's strong, but hairline is
All right, let's go. All right, now that battery weighs 98 pounds.
and his hairline is that strong too. Oh, look at it.
You got it backwards.
I'm shaking.
Shake it.
Yeah.
In the boot.
No. Lift it.
All right, so we got that in there. All right, now let's put the bolts in. Now you see we got the battery wire that way. Now if you look at it, it's kind of close, but it ain't gonna hit. All right, what we're gonna do, go ahead and put this in. This is your state of charge meter. Which one's state of charge? You can't see. Which one? Display right here.
Yep.
All right, give me some. We need some bolt for the thing, son.
Then, same ones, wouldn't it?
So we're tightening this up here. Thank you.
What the four you took out, Trevor?
All right, now we got to have these right here. All right, so what we're going to do right here, we're going to take these. On here, you should have 4 of these that go on the battery, but they're missing.
With the washer and lock.
All right, we're going to take these here. Put you a lock washer, then a washer. See, now you got room here to get your hand down here. If you would have slid them over this way a little more, you would have had to use tape on a socket. All right, put this in here. At one time, Travis, we used to do them like this. You couldn't get the bolt on.
Yeah, we had to take tape.
Yeah.
Put it on the socket.
And tape it on there.
Zoom in on you, Jerry, so they can see where to put it. Oh, where it goes, Jerry.
A bolt here and a bolt here.
Like I said, it's supposed to be the bolts with the lock washer and a flat washer made onto them. The other bolts that's got like this goes on the bottom. It ain't going nowhere anyway.
I'm looking right at him, too.
Now we're going to take this here and bolt the charger down. There's AC power here. Ready? All right, on the chargers, you got this here, which is the charger lockout circuit. We're not going to use it, so we're just going to leave it by. We're just going to zip tie it up, hang it off. Now we're going to turn the charger like this. I'm going to bolt the converter down like that. Yep, right there. All right, now Jerry, if you want to, you can go ahead and get the charging port ready and the other part ready. Put the charging port on. All right, so we got that there. Now I'm not gonna put a screw there because it can't reach nothing, but it ain't gonna hurt nothing. I'm gonna take this here. and set it like that. I like it better over here because you can tuck the harness, the wires back here.
Better with the weight too.
Now, one thing, speaking of weight, man, one thing good about lithium is you do lose weight because you're dropping the batteries. Because you think a regular lead acid battery weighs about 60, 70, 80 pounds. And you're going to a lithium battery that weighs 98. I got 75-foot extension over here. Look at that, boy. All right, try here. No.
Dude say they're cracking.
All right, that's good there. Got that done. All right, that's good. All right, now what we're going to do, this one here is the round one. This is for your club cars. What we're going to do, you got a plate like this. All right, we're going to put this here like this to make sure it's kind of even. I kind of go down with I kind of like putting it down flush on the bottom so it ain't sitting so close to the top. That way you can't get it crooked. And you got a bag of 4 bolts and a bag of 3 bolts. The bag of 4 bolts goes in here. Look straight. Yep. Hold on. All right, right here, we'll take this here. You got that in now. Put this in here. Cut out there, put the plug in. Now I could have raised it up a little bit, wouldn't have had to cut nothing, man. But I think it looks more uniform.
And then
bottom.
it looks uniform right there.
Yep, because I tucked under the body there. So we'll take this here. We're gonna put the plug down like this. Make sure your rubber gasket is lined up with the holes. Now this is the trick right here, man. Putting this in without breaking it. If you do this, go buy the lottery. If this is your first time doing this and you put these bolts in without breaking the plates, go play the lottery, buddy. Or make sure you turn your gun down to 1. Do a converter here. We're done a lithium battery. Now we're gonna do a converter. First thing you want to do is, we got a converter mounted down here. This is your light wire for your main ground. No, there's gonna be a hot wire here. Yep, there's gonna be a hot wire off your light. So we're not doing this car here. We're not doing the converter for the lights because it has 48 volt lights. We're doing the converter for, we're going to install a sound bar on it. So we're doing a converter for that. So what we're going to do is take the converter here. Take converter. We're going to take the harness that comes with it. Is the harness come with it?
Yeah. I hand it to you.
All right.
Already camera.
So we're going to take the harness that come with it. Now I'm not going to plug it in. Give my chair, Travis. I'm not going to plug the harness in yet. We're going to do all the wiring and stuff like that before we actually go to the wiring. Now what we use is we use heat shrink butt connectors. They got the heat shrink on them and the solder. Yep, give me a heat gun, and a drop cord, please, sir.
You seen it?
On top of the top right there. So what I'm gonna do, now if you look at your plug here, you have this wire right here. You have red, black, yellow, green, and blue. Now if you look at this, just by looking at it, you're going to think black and red is your hot and ground. All right. Well, it's not. For some reason, they do it. They don't do it like that. They do yellow. Yellow is your output. excuse me, yellow is your input from the batteries. All right, so we need a piece of red wire. Then we're going to do the ground. We're going to take this here and put it on the ground, because all we're doing is just running. Matter of fact, all right, I'm not going to add this. I'm not going to add these to it. What we're going to do is, there should be a bag of bucket right here. All right, in the provided bag that comes with it, you have the heat shrink ions. All right, so what we're going to do is put yellow, which is going to be your hot going to your converter. So this is what powers the converter up. I mean, crimpers, Mr. Wells, you know what I had to realize too? That we're going to have to run a wire back there. But we got a key out. Now what we're going to do here, all right, I'm going to tell you this. You got your black, hot, your ground. This is your hot. This is going to be your output to your accessories. Your ground for your radio is going to go to the main negative. And then your green is your activating wire, which turns the converter on. So what I normally do is I just normally run it back here to the solenoid on the blue wire, which is a hot when you turn the key on. But since we got the floorboard up on this, we're going to run it straight off the key switch. All right, so Jerry, I need a wire from here to the key switch. I'm going to take this here. Get a piece of wire. And we're going to run it to the key switch. So what I'm going to do is take it, skin her back here. So the first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to power up the wire that activates the converter. And then I'm going to hand it to my son there and let him run it to the key switch. Leave them open, please. I got a new one, son. Thank you.
I didn't want to spill them.
All right, just got that there. Now this is actually, these pretty cool right here, man. Yeah, this is actually a heat connect. It's a butt connector with heat shrink and solder in one. So I'm gonna take it and solder the ends first so the wire can't move if I move. And then all right, so got that. And then I'm gonna melt the middle. And you can see the solder moving. All right, so now what I'm gonna do is take this and I'm gonna run it. Like I said, if you want to run it back here, if it's easier, you want to run it to the blue wire on the solenoid. But I'm gonna take it and run it down here because we have the thing off because we're doing lithium. Oh, we ain't got it off anymore, do we? All right, so we're not doing that. What we're gonna do there is come back here.
Yeah, we did. It ain't screwed all the way down.
All right, pull up on it. That's what we're gonna do, is run it through there. There, all right. Just go under that until you get to the channel. All right, now he gonna run it down that channel and he's going to the key switch right here. Your key switch, you have a green and a blue wire. Your green is your constant hot. So he's gonna tie into the blue wire back here. He's just gonna cut this end here off and tie in a female end to both wires. All right, now what we're gonna do is take this here. So I need some more slack, son. You got so tight. All right, that's good there. So now we're gonna take this right here and we're gonna take it and melt this here. Like I said, these are the ends provided with the kit. You got a blow dryer or a lighter, man, works just as good. All right, we're gonna tie this to the hot here on the battery. Now remember this now, a lot of people don't know this, all right? Your converter, even though it powers up by the key switch, all right, all you're doing is powering up the converter to allow voltage to come out. The whole time the converter's hooked up, it draws power to keep the box charged up, ready to turn on, all right? So if you leave your converter on, all your batteries, it's going to draw voltage and kill your batteries while they sit there. So if you're not going to use your cart for a long time, always unplug this harness and let it hang there, because if not, your batteries will be dead faster than they should be. So then we're going to take a ground wire here, the black, get an eye in here.
Oh, I wasn't supposed to put them heat shrink on there.
No, because we're close to the battery. Then we'll take and crimp it. Then we'll crimp it, son. Come on, man. Here.
See, that's when I say I do too much.
Yeah.
I'm doing too much.
And actually, because if we would have used them, we wouldn't have left them anyway. Take it and heat this here. Now this is a 30 amp. This is a 30 amp converter that comes with it. All right. Don't break nothing, son. We're gonna put this on the ground. So as of right now, all we have on the ground, for the ones that are watching the video of me doing the lithium in, because this is a 2-part video here. One's for the converter, one's for the whole thing. All right, so put that on there. And then I'm gonna make sure everything's ran neat under here, nothing in the way. All right, so I got this. Now I have my yellow wire, which is my output to my sound bar. So I need a wire to run from, actually wire comes with the sound bar. So what I'm gonna do here, I'm gonna run this to my accessory, which is gonna be my sound bar. But my sound bar has its own wire, so we're not going to finish this yet here. But you would tie this to your output. If you have like the 12-volt lights, you would put this like this. All right. And then you would put, now this here, the blue wire, is if you want your radio to have memory. Then you wire it here, and your radio keeps your memory and stays powered up the whole time. All right. But like I said, the converter will draw constant. So then what I'm gonna do, plug it in. Hand me a 13 wrench, Jerry. I'm gonna plug these in. Why is he always watch for customers? No, you've been looking 20 times. He needs to let him out sell, man, because he ain't doing too good talking to people not selling that. No, I don't know if it's because he don't listen, but I'm gonna have to change that up on him. He can't talk with everybody that comes in the door, because whatever he's doing, we ain't selling no carts. So I'm gonna tighten this here up, tighten this one up, and like I said, man, see how cleaner it looks now? Because if you would have wired the DC cord here to this as well, you would have had more crap coming up here. This here looks, I think, more professional. All right, so we got the converter wired up now. Plug it in here to my charger. And what I'm gonna do is actually plug it in and let y'all see it works. Pause it. Now you can see here now we got a converter wire, which is the green wire, tied to the blue wire on the key switch. So what it's going to do, when you turn the converter on, it's going to power up. Give me a voltmeter. So what I'm going to do is show you how it works. What you want to do here, turn your battery on.
We need to drop cord.
Here you got a battery. You hit the button, you see it light up green. All right, battery's on. All right, and what I'm gonna do is have him, when I tell him to turn the key on, he's gonna turn the key on, and I'm gonna check output voltage on the converter. So what I'm gonna do, is hook this on my ground. And then my output is going to be my red wire coming from the converter, which is right here. So I'm gonna take it. So I'm gonna take and touch it here, turn the key on.
It's on.
Key's on. All right, let's check voltage here. What's it reading?
13, 18.
That ain't right there. Oh, I'm on hertz. All right, here we go. Now we're on voltage. First thing you always do, touch the battery pack, make sure the meter works.
Oh, I pressed the wrong thing.
Yep.
I pressed that because
Yep.
the other one's like that.
That's right.
I
Then you
should have pressed reset.
all right, turn the key off. Now we're gonna turn the key on. I'm gonna tell them turn the key on. And you can see there we have 12 volts coming out. Turn it off, turn the key off. All right, now it's off. All right, so right there, that's your output for our radio. All right, now we're going to plug in the drop cord. I'm plugging the drop cord to come with it. Everything good, Travis? Huh? I'm gonna take this here and plug in the drop cord to show you what I was talking about. The drop cord lights up. So I'm gonna bring my, right now we're just gonna plug it into an extension cord just so I can show you how it works. So I'm plugging it in here. They got this on there so the ends won't get bent. Now if you look there, you see a green light. All right. So I'm gonna take it and plug it into here. And then we're gonna listen for the, look at the battery. Look at the battery gauge here. When I plug it in, you'll see the battery gauge will come on. Let me start going up. All right, I'm plugging in here. And give it a second. You hear this fan kick on the charger. All right, fan kicked on. There it goes. Now watch it here. Eventually on the side here, it'll show something. Let's see what it does. Where the other one would. Let's see if this does it. Unplug it.
It's going up right here.
Yep, you can see the amperage. Yep. All right, so right there's your amperage that the charger's putting out. See, 18 amps. And a lot of people, man, even with regular, there you go. And even with wet cell battery, lead acid batteries, they're using like an orange drop cord, and they're only made for like 5 amps, 8 amps. So it burns your cord up. That's why this one here is made to withstand 25 amps. So that's what you need. All right. And this is 12 gauge. It's 12 gauge cord. All right. 15 amps max power. Normally 15 can withstand 20 amps. All right, so right there show you we got it charging. We're gonna let it charge up until completely done. That way it don't mess it up. But all right, man, you seen everything, man. We're gonna take this here and zip tie all this up, make it look neat. All right. When we do our sound bar, we're gonna wire it there. Other than that, man, stay tuned, man. Hit that subscribe button, hit that like button for me.
Comment for us too.
Yep, and comment if you want to become a member, man. I appreciate it. Just become a member. I got them. You can go to my page and look at levels, and you can see different tiers. And I got, like I said, I got about 70 videos already ready to be scheduled that if you become a member, you get early access to.
And get that merch, everybody. Get that merch.
Yeah, get that merch for me. Y'all stay tuned, man.